Hello folks, this is Best in Slot and we are back with another mod spotlight for Jurassic World Evolution. We are finally going to cover the adorable new addition to the game, the Sisychosaurus, made by the very talented, we've actually covered their work a little bit before with the JPOG Acrocanthosaurus. This was made by Nanolasensis. Before we do anything, let's pop one of these little guys out, shall we? Oh my god. So that's the cutest thing in the world. It does replace the Homalocephaly, which is unfortunate, of course, but at the end of the day, that's kind of the point of modding at the moment. We kind of just, we get to experience new dinosaurs for the first time. Now, I will say this has been out for a little while now. For nearly a week this has been out, and thanks to Planet Zoo South America pack and stuff like that, I've been a little bit delayed. I know other people have covered this already, but I couldn't not. Look at the little guy. It's absolutely adorable, and it's actually really interesting as well. There's a lot of interesting details about it. Let's take a look at him. First of all, this is our little Sisychosaurus with his big eyes. This is actually a very basal ceratopsid, like one of the first ceratopsids, would eventually develop into, the triceratopses and stuff that we see in the later eons. We're going to go with eons there. We're going to go with eons or eras. We've got the bristle-like quills on the tail. I did a lot of reading about these and I couldn't find, again, a good reason they exist. I think the most common is sexual display, seems to be the most prevalent theory. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, but first let's just watch him walk around, because he's super cute, or she's super cute, I don't know. What's your gender? Can I lift you up? Is that going to work? It's absolutely freaking adorable. I mean, the Homalocephaly is already the cutest dinosaur in the game, so anything that small with the same adorable sound effects and animations is also going to be super cute. But this is really, really, really well made, and look at it! So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Sisychosaurus, in particular this Sisychosaurus. It is actually an important one in and of itself. Although I kind of want to see it eat, because it's going to hop up onto the feeder. Well, at least another one. We do have all the skins prepped here, so let's check out the Alpine pattern. If you want, you can actually replace the icon and the name as well, but I didn't, basically, to sum it up. So this is a specific Sisychosaurus. It's not a randomly designed one. It's based on a paper by Vinter, I think it's Vinter et al. 2016. So this was a paper from 4 years ago where they found this remarkable Sisychosaurus specimen. That skin is really cool. I really like that one. They found this amazing Sisychosaurus specimen in China. Like, if you actually look at the skeleton, it's just remarkably well preserved. And they basically took that skeleton and did some 3D modelling and some testing with lighting, and they built this 3D model of the Sisychosaurus. And then they dropped the fused lighting on top of that model to kind of figure out how the counter shading would work. Counter shading is, if we find our little brown boy, that's a sentence, over here, you can see how the bottom of the dinosaur is lighter than the top, and that's because when the sun rays land on the dinosaur from above, in in the forests and stuff like that, it lightens the dark bit. It kind of counteracts it a little bit. You see counter shading a lot in prey animals, where they'll have a light underbelly and like a dark top, and that's because it blends them in sunlight, basically. Anyways, so let's pop out our rainforest pattern. So they threw all this light down on this 3D model and sort of tracked where the light hit, and then used that to sort of track where the counter shading on the body was going to go. And this Sisychosaurus right here is based directly on the resulting, very accurate, possibly the most accurate dinosaur we've ever had. Like, literally, that is super cool. I love that colour scheme. Oh, thank you. Someone who's actually made a dinosaur match the colour schemes that it was meant to have. That's amazing. Like, so few people put the right colours with the right sort of theming, and that's perfect. That is a rainforest Sisychosaurus. It looks a little bit like the rainforest Homalocephaly. We've got the orange, we've got the blue, we've still got the counter shading despite the different colours. Very, very cool. Oh, you're super cute. I wish the bristles had maybe changed colour as well, but look at him, his speed. He is speed. Absolutely adorable. I love it. I love it so much. What was I saying? Let's pop out another one. Jungle pattern. What was I saying? Yeah, possibly the most realistic rendition we have of a dinosaur ever. I don't know whether that's changed in the last few years, but at the time, that was probably the case. You'd imagine the Nodosaurid, I can't even remember what species, oh, Borealopelta, maybe that has a more realistic rendition as well, because that skeleton was amazing, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it was a really amazing Sisychosaurus, and this one is, I believe, based directly on that resulting model. It wasn't a 3D model, well, it was a 3D model, but it wasn't, on a computer. It was, like, literally built to represent the Sisycho. It's really cool. It's definitely worth reading about. And in my... Oh, cutie, you're not my favourite. I'm going to get them all out, and then we'll judge our favourite. It's a Citico. It's going to be chill, you know, it's not going to murder anyone, so we just follow it around for a little bit. We'll pop them all out, then we'll go into capture mode for a bit. We're going to hop over here. There may be a slight hint about what we're going to do later on, but we'll get there when we get there. It's funny, when I was reading all about the Citico and doing my research for this video, oh, there is different colours. I think those bristles are greener. Interesting. They're so cute. All the patterns are correct. Look at the colouring. It's step. It's actual step. It's amazing. This is the funny thing I always say when people question whether people could make mods like off Frontier quality. You could release this and nobody would have cared. This would have been fine. It looks, as one of the comments says on Nexus, it looks like, you know, a Frontier model that just didn't make the cut or something, or got removed from the game and is going to be added as DLC. It's beautiful, and it is very, very hyper accurate as well. It is possibly the most accurate dinosaur in the entire game. And all the mods, you know, that's my point. You're super cute, I like you. That sort of crimson colour fading down into that super bright, contrasting underbelly. That's a very counter-shaded dinosaur right there, as the default boy over there. A little bit more chill. Oh, they're all hanging out. Okay, we have to hop into capture mode just for a second. There we go. I wish I'd covered this sooner. I'm just gonna get ahead of this. There will inevitably be comments that I'm copying so and so. I'm not copying so and so. It's an awesome mod, and the bristle have changed colour. Like I didn't actually notice it on the Alpine one for some reason. So that's really cool as well. And it makes sense that they're brighter than the body. They kind of blend in colour-wise, but not too much. But if they were used for display, and these are based on the orange more than the blue, then it makes sense that they would be bright and colourful and sort of stand out, right? I really can't think of what else they would be used for. Pecking around. What's he doing? What are you doing? Who's this new cutie? The default one may be one of my least favourites. I mean, I love it, but a lot of the other skins are great, and that animation is still painfully adorable. We have one more, and then we'll follow them for a little bit. Let's pop out our wetland pattern. So we're looking for some greens here, some fairly tepid greens, or super bright greens. Yeah, nice. Love it. So as I was reading up, I just generally learned new things I hadn't, like terms I hadn't heard of, like RK breeding. I think it's little R, big K, and it's the system. So let's hop into capture mode now. Wherein you kind of calculate. Well, it's the balance between quantity and quality in terms of your babies, essentially. So if you think about like blue whales, for example, they have quite, I think it's K, they have like a large K value in their breeding because they don't have many babies and they look after them a lot. You know, the parents are very attentive and they raise just a few children at a time and stuff like that. And you tend to see that a lot more with larger, less preyish animals. But little guys like the Psittacosaurus had a very big R value. Basically, they just crammed out the babies, and lots of the babies would have died. Tons and tons and tons of babies would have died, but, you know, they had so many of them that it didn't really matter, was the theory. And obviously that as a concept isn't obscure, but I didn't know what the term for it was until today, so we learn things. It's cool. Learning is fun. Thumbs up. Also, the Psittacosaurus, just random details I'm remembering, I did spend a lot of time reading Wikipedia, and the actual article, to be fair. Psittacosaurus, fun facts about the dinosaur itself. So like I said, it is a ceratopsid, a predecessor to our larger ceratopsids. Very interesting considering its tiny size and painful adorableness. Aww. Aww. It's a little hench as well. Probably gonna wail on someone any second now. Oh my god, it breaks my heart. It actually breaks my heart. You might be my favourite. We'll have to judge our favourites. What was I going to say? I was going to say words, so they're going to be cool. Oh, Psittacosaurus, because it is mainly a prey animal, that's just kind of the way it's going to be, is actually the first, I believe, don't quote me on this, the first evidence we have, like the earliest evidence we have, and maybe the only evidence we have. I'd have to check that bit. No, probably not, right? Probably not. No, definitely not. But the earliest evidence we have of a mammal, or mammal-esque creature. I can't remember the actual definition. Let me check. No. Oh, wait. Yes. So this specimen, the one that they found in the Yixian, formation, is the first known example of Mesozoic mammals preying on live dinosaurs. So that's the first evidence we have of that power shift that would then take many, many eras to come to fruition. Because the mammals kind of had a lot of strength, for the mammal-esque creatures, at least early on in the Mesozoic, and then it kind of faded away, and then they had their big power surge at the end. But there was a hint there in the Psittacosaurus being preyed upon. Psittacosaurus, oddly enough, as well. There's actually many. I don't know what species this is. I should have checked. Can I check? Can I find out? No. But I should. There's like 15 different species of Psittacosaurus, which I believe is more than any other dinosaur genus, so that's pretty interesting as well. You're super cute. Right, I've prattled on for long enough, let's kill one. I have to! I can't release it and let it kill someone else. We have to do this. It's not my choice. I don't want to be this person. This is the world we live in. Right, there we go. I think we need slow-mo. Just to up that mobility a little bit. It just wasn't morbid enough, you know. It needs to be... We need to see it in slow-mo, we just do. Oh, why can't I run? Run, little friend, run. Wait, I didn't check which is my favourite. I really like the Alpine one. I think the Rainforest one is one that got eaten, but I think Rainforest is actually my favourite. Probably Steppe second. This little guy in third. Default in fourth. Alpine, which I really like, in fifth. I don't know. I actually love them all. It's hard to decide your favourite. I should tell them before they all die, though. Right, I think. Here we go. Perfect timing. Oh, run, buddy. Run. Oh, by the tail. Whoop. There. Oh, God, the flip. Oh, God, the flip. Well, that was beautiful. Okay, we're going to end it there on a nice depressing note. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic mod. I will, of course, link it down below if you want to download it for yourselves. Nano Lesensis, good work as always. Second time we featured them here on the channel, and we'll continue to do so as long as they keep doing stuff like this, because that was awesome. Great looking dinosaur. It does replace like an already beloved dinosaur, but the thing is, maybe you just want to mix it up for one park build. You know, these don't have to be permanent additions. Maybe you've been building with Homalocephale a lot, you want to mix it up, you want to integrate a new dinosaur, now you can do that. It doesn't have to be a big deal. They supply the replacement and all that kind of jazz, so it's really easy to just bring it in, do a mod build, do a park build, have some fun with it, and then get rid of it, you know, whatever you want to do. Right, thank you so much for joining me. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. That would be super thumbs up cool of you. And let me know what you think. I did try to, like, I'm going to maybe lean even harder in the educational direction rather than just spouting random facts. I'd like to focus on that a little bit more, because at the end of the day, there's not too much to show in these mod spotlights. But it depends if people enjoy that as well. So let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you folks next time. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.